You might have watched The Lion King. Did you know where Simba went after leaving his kingdom? Well, he came running right to us. You don't believe me, right? Let's get excited for Simba because here he is. Leoncino translates to lion's cub, and that is why I call it Simba. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rev Explorers. I am Abhinav Bhatnagar and this over here is Leoncino by Benelli. We would like to thank Benelli for providing us this bike for the review, and if you are in Pune, you can visit their dealership on Bane Road for best offers on Benelli products. In fact, they have a cafe for riders like us called the Benelli Cafe. So the Benelli Cafe is right beside the Benelli showroom, so you can enjoy the bikes and have some good food in the cafe. Before we proceed ahead, I would like to request you to click on the subscribe button and ring that bell so you are always up to date with our content and you never miss out on automotive reviews from Rev Explorers. We are also available on Instagram. Our handle is right over here. Go ahead and follow us there, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Now let's begin with the review of Leoncino 500 by Benelli. Leoncino is a Scrambler bike by Benelli, and it looks like one because in the front you have a round LED headlight with a LED projector as well, and then are the LED turn indicators. You have a small wind visor to basically enhance the design. It is not really of any use, and then you have 51mm upside down forks which has rebound adjustments. Along with that, it gets a 17-inch black coated alloy wheel and has a Benelli tire mounted on it of the section 120/70. Now because this is a big engine bike, you get 320mm twin disc brake with Benelli calipers in the front. With that, for your safety, you get a dual channel ABS setup. Remember the part where I said Leoncino is lion's cub, and here is one, and it looks really cute. When you look at it from this angle, it gives you an assurance that this is going to be very comfortable. The bike is offered in two colors, and if you choose the red one, you'll have to pay a premium cost of 10,000 rupees more. The lion's cub is in the front, and the main lion sits right on the tank, the Benelli's logo. The tank size is 12.7 liters, and it gives you a fuel efficiency of somewhere around 23 kmpl, which is decent enough because there is a monster sitting right beneath it. And this one over here is a 500cc inline twin, which is liquid cooled and has fuel injection in it. Now this motor is mated with a 6-speed gearbox and has a maximum power of 47.5 PS at 8500 rpm and a peak torque of 46 Nm at 6000 rpm. The performance figures look good and they perform good as well. The complete bike weighs 207 kgs and has a ground clearance of 165 mm, which is decent enough for this motorcycle. Leoncino gets a single step-up seat and it is very comfortable for the rider and is decent enough for the pillion. You do get two big grab handles for the pillion, which is really good, and then you get a preload plus hydraulic rebound adjusted rear monoshock. On this motorcycle, Benelli has really taken into consideration the riding comfort and the ride quality, and that is why you have the adjustable suspensions both in the front as well as in the rear. And below that is a side hung single barrel exhaust with twin exits. Let's check out how it sounds. At the rear, you get a 160/60 section Benelli tire mounted on a 17-inch alloy wheel. So both of them are radial tires, the front one as well as the rear one, and you get a 260mm disc brake in the rear with Benelli calipers. At the tail end, you get LED turn indicators and a very good looking LED tail light. Now let's quickly hop on to the saddle. So as I already said, the saddle is very well padded and it is very comfortable. The saddle height is 815mm, and if you are above 5'5", you can easily ride this bike because in the front the seat is tapered, and that is why you can easily get both of your feet on the ground. Now let's quickly check out the digital instrument cluster. Now Benelli gets a digital instrument cluster, but it is a very basic and simple digital instrument cluster. So on the left hand side you have the digital fuel gauge, then you have the engine temperature, the outside temperature, the time, and on the right hand side you have the digital speedometer, then you have the digital tachometer. Along with that is the Leoncino branding in the center. With that is a gear position indicator, and below that is odometer and trip meter, and that's it. Above the digital tachometer you have multiple indicators for neutral, turn indicators, high beam indicator, engine oil pressure indicator, ABS indicator, and engine malfunction indicator. Now coming to the handlebar, on the right hand side you have the kill switch, the hazard light switch, which is a very cool add-on, and then you have the self start switch. Oh, and by the way, on the right hand side you have adjustable brake lever, but however on the left hand side you do not have an adjustable clutch lever. You do get pass switch, headlight control, turn indicator control, and the horn. And you do have an ABS switch to turn on and off the ABS. So it is a very loud single tone horn. I think Benelli should put a dual tone horn in it. Now it's time for Simba, or I should say Leoncino 500, to hit the city roads of Pune. And before you go on a ride, don't forget to wear your helmet and follow all road safety rules. This is a Scrambler and it is comfortable. The seat is very well padded and provides good amount of comfort for the rider and the pillion. Neutral set foot pegs help in straight posture, which is commanding and stress free. Aiding in this is the wide handlebar. There is no denying to the fact that it has a heavy front end, which might impact the maneuvering, but with the help of these wide handlebars, it provides you a good leverage at the time of maneuvering. The Leoncino gets the same engine as that of the TRK 502, and hence it produces the same power and torque figures. However, as this motorcycle is almost 20 kgs lighter than the TRK 502, the power to weight ratio is really amazing on this one. In fact, it improves the overall low end punch of the motorcycle. However, without the wind visor, the air drag is so high above 140 that you will think twice before accelerating further. The bike can easily do 185 km per hour, but can you? Especially on a long ride, because it does increase the fatigue. On short rides you can have all the fun you want. The motorcycle crosses 100 mark in the second gear itself. However, the top end is set very low at 9500 rpm. It would have done wonders if unlocked till 11,000. The mid-range is very strong on this motorcycle. It is really where it shines. The top end is also good, but slight vibrations creep in on the handlebar and foot pegs when approaching the red line. This is not a racetrack motorcycle, but it does give you the performance of one. The best thing is the exhaust note. It is so suppressed and bassy, it gives a sensation that the motorcycle is going faster than it actually is. And this is the real beauty of Benelli, the exhaust sound. It won't let you go off the throttle. So amazing. The Leoncino has a similar 6-speed unit of that from TRK. Now it is not the smoothest one, but it has definitely become precise. The false neutrals are not really an issue now, and the gear shifts with a heavy click. The part where Benelli needs to work is the clutch, because that is on a harder side, which is trouble in the cities. In fact, having a slipper clutch would really help in smooth and aggressive shift, along with the lesser operation efforts. I have no doubts on the brakes. In fact, for a new rider, they might be scary. They are that powerful. The bite is really amazing from the front as well as the rear. The feedback is slightly on a lower side, but the overall brake punch is amazing. It stops the bike in no time. Although initially I felt that the ABS button will help in switching ABS modes. However, it completely shuts the ABS down, which I'll never recommend, because this is a powerful and heavy motorcycle and would require ABS assistance to efficiently bring it to a halt. Which also reminds me that the ABS is slightly intruding. Benelli have really taken care of the comfort on this motorcycle. Throughout the day, the riding experience was amazing. The suspensions are on a softer side, but both of them could be adjusted according to your liking and riding needs. This is not really a sharp cornering motorcycle, but does a decent job on the ghats. The tires also offer good grip, however they do take some time to warm up, but once they do, it's all fun packed. There are few minor improvements required in the build quality, and Benelli does need to have few must-have features. And I would like to add one more thing. While riding this motorcycle on a hot summer day with mercury touching 40 degrees, despite of having an open engine, this bike heats up quickly, which is totally fine because it is a twin-cylinder motorcycle. But unlike the TRK, the heat is directed towards thigh and knees, which may create an unpleasant situation. All said and done, it is still a worthy motorcycle because of sound and performance. Oh, and how can I forget 5 years unlimited kilometer warranty that Benelli offers. Our ride with the Leoncino 500 has come to an end, and it's time for Simba to return to his kingdom. But before he goes back, I should tell you that this is a very powerful motorcycle and you will enjoy it. But to get this in your garage, you will have to pay 4.59 lakhs ex-showroom Delhi, and for the red one you will have to pay 4.69 lakhs. So if you are looking for something like this, then you should definitely get it. I hope this video was helpful for you. Do give it a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. Oh, and did I mention, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss out content from Rev Explorers. You can also follow us on our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. We are present everywhere. We'll see you again in the next video. Till that time, it's time to say goodbye, take care and ride safe.